Got the new quick change on it this time. Like I said, it went easier than expected. I don't like putting this pallet fork on, to be honest. I hate it. I'd take red spray paint and paint these latches, or these hooks. I'd take red spray paint and spray them so you can actually see them, because you get too much daylight here obstructing your view, and it's not like that on the loader bucket or the bale spear. It's all just a hollow piece up here, and you can clearly see the hooks, you know, on both sides. Again, there's too much daylight here messing with my vision, and it's just only with the pallet fork that I have an issue with. So I called and was able to get the thing serviced, and the gentleman that answered the phone, he was like, well, it's a bad injector. We got parts for them. We can get you back up and running. Apparently it's a common issue with them things. Just luck of the draw. You know, you own something, you maintain it. John Deere 6120, 825i Gator, we own them, so we have to maintain them. It's just how it goes around here. Getting ready to go bale straw in a couple hours. Pulling wagons to 4020. Got a couple of wagons that don't have hitches on the back end of them, but it is what it is. You just find a wagon that has a hitch, and you put that wagon that has a hitch on the back end on front of a wagon that don't have a hitch. Just like this one here, for example. It don't have a hitch on the back end, so I made sure to put it on the back end of a wagon that does have a hitch on it. Just like that one right there. I don't know why we didn't weld hitches on all of them, but it is what it is. I think this one might have a hitch on it. Can't remember. Yes. Good. So, yeah. Well, everything was going good until it wasn't going good. You snag his header cart. The way you hook up to one of these is you pull up ahead of where you need to be, and then well, here, let me just I'll show you what I mean. It's a little tricky to explain. The tongue suck goes inside. It don't extend like the others, like a hay wagon. The tongue don't extend. So we're gonna get this on up to the building and see what you guys can see what I mean by just like that. We're gonna get this up to the building right quick, so that way we can set the grain head on it, because it is broken. Why is it broken? Well, because we have a broken knife section. We need to put the new knife in it that's in the grain head cart here. So we might as well just take the cart up to the combine. It's always something, eh? Let's see here. He is coming in the drive. Yeah. He needs to set this on the cart. Or like I said, he needs a new knife out of it. I don't know. I'll see where he wants it. Anyhow. So there is no knife in the head like we thought. So we get to go and put the cart away. Easy. Dad's gonna come back, start round bailing. Put the 40-20 over there. Gonna use the 61-20 to pull wagons. It is getting too sticky out for me to run an older John Deere, but it has to be done. This tractor here is broken. It is leaking hydraulic oil faster than we can keep it in it, but we need this tractor to bale with because it's set up for the baler. So we'll just I guess keep dumping oil in it. Trying to eat some lunch while I'm at it. Turn our 4-ways on. Gosh darn camera lenses don't like humidity for some stupid reason. I'm not sure why. They don't fare well with humidity, but you know, I'm sure there's got to be a reason. So let's pick our 3-point up so we can get hooked up to wagons no matter how far to the right or far to the left the tongue is, and we're gonna go pull wagons home. Jason running a square baler. I'm following behind, picking up bales as I fall off the wagon. So Jason just had some questions for me. He said it's been a little while since he's done this. I told him just to, we'll get him going first and then I'll go ahead and hook up. So what I was saying was how we bail ahead a little bit. You can see there where we stopped. Unhooked the wagon back there, then come ahead and bailed a little bit, and then so that way you're not tramping on it when you back up to hook up to the empty wagon. That's why we do it that way, and it seems to work relatively well. I'll wait for him to get out of my way, and then I'll back up to that wagon back there and take it on home with me. Pete over there cutting wheat, trying to, so we can get something done. So that was the last wagon I had hooked up behind me. I need to bust my butt over to Jason, because it looks like he might be loaded. And there's no more wagons between here and where he is. So one thing I like about the 6120 is it's somewhat of a partial shift. You push the button right there to get it to shift up or shift down, and watch it shift into high range on the display right there. All with just a push of a button. Made it down here just in time. I mean, just in time. And actually, this tractor might be a better baling tractor because it can do 1.5 miles an hour, where that tractor there can't. We need to lose this bale spear so that way we don't rip any phone lines down pulling out of the gravel pit drive. That way we can keep things kind of more compact, if you will. So I'm running this tractor at 2,000 RPM, simulating running a baler, and I can actually go as slow and slower than he can with that tractor. He said he's between A1 and A2. Just because the windrows are so big when you combine wheat with a 30-foot grain head. It is a lot of material to try and run through a square baler. So that's why you need to go as slow as possible, and that John Deere 7200 does not have it in it to go that slow, but we need a loader tractor to pull wagons and move around bales when the time comes. That John Deere 7200 don't have a loader for it, or is set up for one. This one already is set up with a loader and has one on it. Okay, so you guys can see better just what I mean by this tractor and go slow. I've turned the PTO on and I'm running it at 540. It's hard to tell when it's electronic PTO, but it is what it is. And I am going 1.4 mile an hour. That's about right where I was without running the PTO. And I can go slower than he can. So it is what it is, though. The last 3 wagons, got to go through and unhook them, and I guess they already are unhooked. Well, not this one. It's okay. Put the clip back on chains, we don't lose it, so we always know where they're at, and we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. I have the last wagon behind me. It's that Bale King. We had to cut that top bar off the darn thing, because every time you'd go launch a bale from the thrower, it would the bale would end up getting knocked out of the wagon because it would hit the top bar there, because of the way the thrower is positioned. You can see there, the bales would either hit the bar when they would go underneath, or they would flip and the bar would knock them down and they would fall out of the wagon that way. Getting ready to get out of here. Put the loader in flow. I start grabbing gears. Away we go. So he wants me to take the round baler tractor up to the field, and then I'll bring the corn planter back, or corn planter, yeah, this is the corn planter tractor. Got the leaf blower on there, got it set and wedged right down there, in between the acid tank down there. Got the air on, so we will keep the window closed. And away we go. switch operators. He's gonna take this round baler and finish up tonight. That or tomorrow I'll come up after church and move these bales all the way over there. We can get to them easier. And busy weekend. This is what a farmer's life consists of. Work on the weekends as well. Taking this tractor home. Come back and get the wagon. I don't know why I'm just not taking the wagon with the tractor and baler, but whatever. It is what it is. Probably not the safest way to transport with that leaf blower, but it's how I'm going to do it. Well, that didn't last long. Leaf blower decided to play dead. Crap.